Welcome to Grumpy Wolf Reacts. I am Grumpy Wolf. Today, I'm reacting to Nayri the Witch. Do you know what do you want to know about aliens? Alien Rant. Oh, okay, this is with someone else featuring Nayri. The other one, the other channel, they're just labeled Jenny. Oh, I don't know how to pronounce that, but I did subscribe. This is the newest video on her channel. I saw her post earlier, I think on Instagram or Facebook, or not Facebook, I'm sorry, YouTube, about an album coming out. Excited for that. So let's get into the video. Howlers, thank you for showing up and showing love, as you always do. It means the world to me. If this is your first time on my channel, how I handle my reactions is I do a single playthrough where I pause, I talk, I give my thoughts, feelings, and opinions on the content. If you wish to enjoy this in its uninterrupted form, please click the link in the description to support the artists on their channel. Supporting the artist on their channel is the most important thing you could do for a reactor. We reactors are not a replacement for the artist. We are promoters for the artist. So let's work together. With all the, and also in that link, also fumbling early is not a good sign. Also in the description will be links to Discord and Patreon if you wish to join the community and support the channel. Those are the best ways to do so. With all that being said, let's get into the music.
Bitch, I know everything. Breeding programs, climate change, Epstein Island, the government, Elon Musk rocket ships. It's all connected. I know how it sounds when somebody brings up the aliens, everyone tunes right out. Assumes you have lost all your grip on reality, locking their minds in the doubt. You can't tell me to stop the obsessing, the news just causes anxiety. But you cannot just ignore what is happening right in front of society. If you step back and look at the events of this year, a picture starts to form. A very clear, very unsettling vision right in the eye of the storm. Look at the Pentagon releasing that massive batch of declassified UFO files this month. They are not doing this out of a sudden desire for government transparency up front. You do not just release decades of classified, highly sensitive material out of nowhere, unless you are conditioning the public, throw in the dark and the glare. They are releasing the information, they know something's arriving on.
Damn, okay. They are going off on a lot of topics right now. They are going at a quick pace. It's hitting all the good pockets. There's a nice beat. Some of the other instrumentals, like it's ranging from kind of a low tone up into a high register that, if stayed there, would not be pleasing to hear for me, but it just hit it and then went back down. But it also fits the theme of the song, like with the alien themes. It's got that sci-fi feel to it. The music. The visual just seems to be. I want to say that's Nayri. I can't tell. I haven't seen the other individual yet. So, but this image is on Nayri's Instagram, so I'm assuming it's her. But man, yeah, they're going off uh, on some serious topics. All the Star Wars stuff in the background. All right, let's let them go.
See up front. You do not just release decades of classified, highly sensitive material out of nowhere, unless you are conditioning the public, throwing the dark in the glare. They are conditioning the information, they know something's arriving or already here. Need us completely numb to the idea so society does not fracture in fear. When the truth finally comes out, they distract everyone with those documents. But look at who's quietly disappearing behind the establishment's monuments. Since February, at least 11 high-level researchers working in the dense space. Defense and energy sectors have vanished or died in a very strange place. I know all about the motherfucking alien. I know all about the The government's writing it off as a simple statistical anomaly, but these were the exact people studying retrieved materials and the technology. The propulsion systems that whistleblowers testified about under oath a few years ago. They likely figured out the technology making the silent frequencies flow. Maybe even unlock clean energy systems that disrupt the current power structure. They were silenced to keep the transition going smoothly without any rupture. Then you have to look at the climate, the heat waves hitting the globe. Severe even by our current standards, piercing the atmosphere's low. We are constantly told it is just human industry destroying the atmosphere, but astrobiologists recently published research making it perfectly clear. They aren't just terraforming the planet, they are terraforming us. It is a genetic colonization, a slow anatomical override. Think about it. If you were going to inhabit a world that is fundamentally different.
The bass is hitting hard. It's shaking the earphones. That doesn't happen a lot. Happens more with my work headset, but when it's going that hard, I feel it. I don't know who's doing the vocals. I haven't heard a change really in the voice. They hit that spot again that wasn't pleasing for me, and they stayed there a little longer too. Luckily, it was still for a short time frame, and it dropped off. Don't know. Don't know why it affects me that way, but for whatever reason, it gives me a headache, and then it's why I stay away from that style of music. I know not all of it goes there, but for a longest time, I was like, why risk it? And you just avoid it completely.
About it. If you were going to inhabit a world that is fundamentally different from your own, you don't just change the air, you build a vessel that can breathe it. We are the raw material, they have been quietly slicing, extracting, and weaving their cellular structures into our bloodlines for generations. It is a biological harvest hidden in plain sight. They are mapping our cardiovascular rhythm, studying the density of our bones, and figuring out exactly how much of their visible alien architecture our human bodies can endure before we break. This isn't an invasion, it is an integration. They are breeding a hybrid class, something that looks like us on the outside, but vibrates on a completely different frequency on the inside. A new species built to inherit the decaying world they are engineering for us. We are out here worrying about AI taking our jobs, or the government hiding documents, while we are literally being used as biological incubators for our own replacements. The invasion isn't coming from the sky, bro. It is already crawling through our veins. Detailing how a non-human intelligence might use greenhouse gases to deliberately terraform a planet, slowly suffocating the masses. What if we are the ones being terraformed? The extreme weather might not be an accident. The changing atmosphere, the environment's actively altered like a biological sacrament. Author to soup, whatever is coming next. Twisting the cellular text, which brings me to the sudden dominance of artificial intelligence. Everyone acting like tech companies miraculously invented a sentient elegance. A supercomputer moving too fast. AI is not just software. It is a foreign intelligence blindly integrated into our global grid out there. We are doing the manual labor to build out the digital infrastructure. Before they even make formal contact, we're fueling the visceral structure.
They got some skill. Held a pretty fast cadence this whole time. Like, there's been a little slowing down, but even then, it was still, I would think, almost double time. Not the best at that, judging it when it is and isn't there, but it's a fast pace to keep, a hard pace to keep.
Artificial intelligence, everyone acting like tech companies miraculously invented a sentient elegance. A supercomputer moving too fast. AI is not just software. It is a foreign intelligence blindly integrated into our global grid out there. We are doing the manual labor to build out the digital infrastructure. Before they even make formal contact, we're fueling the visceral structure. Why do you think the wealthiest people
That was nice. Beat was hard. It was fire. Hit a couple times where I wasn't enjoying it. But overall, I like it. Very talented. I couldn't tell if there was two vocalists or not, or if maybe just Nayri was helping with like the visuals here, and the other artist was uh the vocalist. Let me check the description, see if it says anything. There we go. So Rant by the channel's name is Jenny Boricogaloka. Probably said that wrong. And then produced by Nayri. Okay. I'm just gonna go by Jenny. She's extremely talented with those vocals, and the production was very good too with Nayri. All right, I hope you all enjoyed that one as much as I did. Uh, yeah, they talked about some serious topics, and depending on how you look at things, some very outside the box topics. But anyways, please click that link to support Bodar. Wow. Please click that link in the description to support both artists on their channels and any platform you can. If you enjoyed this reaction, please give me a like and subscribe. Comment down below. Check out those links. Join us on Discord and Patreon. With all that being said, until next time, share the love and everybody wins. Grumpy Wolf out.